KTVU's Greg Lee here now with more on the details of what the governor said today. Greg?
Yeah, Frank, good evening. If this date holds, it'll mark nearly 15 months since the first stay-at-home order was issued by the state. While there's optimism and confidence, Governor Newsom is urging vigilance.
June 15th, that's when Governor Gavin Newsom and California health officials plan to fully reopen the state's economy and drop its color-coded tiered system. The county-by-county system has determined what and how businesses could operate for nearly 8 months.
We can confidently say by June 15th that we can start to open up as business as usual, subject to ongoing mask wearing and ongoing vigilance.
Meeting the June 15th goal is contingent on two things: sufficient vaccine supply for everyone 16 and older, and hospitalization rates remaining low. Newsom reported 20 million vaccine doses have been administered, 4 million in the most vulnerable communities. The state's mask mandate will remain in place indefinitely.
This is really a race, these vaccines, against the variants, against the mutations. And that's why, again, I will end as I began. It is incumbent upon all of us not to announce mission accomplished.
Health officials said all businesses will be able to open with common sense risk reduction measures. The state will continue to test, contact trace, and encourage people to get vaccinated. Some counties have already moved ahead, but statewide vaccine eligibility opens up to everyone 16 and over on April 15th.
The issue of supply, we have confidence that the numbers will continue to tier up and that by May we'll be in that frame that President Biden made clear.
Meaning any eligible adult who wants a vaccine will be able to schedule one. Newsom also said with reopening comes an expectation for schools to reopen for in-person learning.
There'll be no barrier to getting all of our kids safely back, not just K through 12, community colleges, including institutions of higher learning.
The state did not offer specific numbers for its two contingencies, vaccine supply and hospitalization rates. California Health and Human Services Secretary Dr. Mark Galley said the state does not plan on imposing a vaccine passport.
We know that businesses are already exploring how they ensure that people who are vaccinated can come and enjoy some of the privileges of being vaccinated.
Now, two important exceptions here. Convention centers are prohibited from holding events with over 5,000 attendees until at least October. And the state's also working with organizers of large music festivals like Coachella for guidance moving forward. Reporting live, Greg Lee, KTVU, Fox 2 News. Frank?
Greg, I'm wondering, why is the governor making this announcement now, 2 months before it's going to happen? A lot of things can happen in the next 2 months. And is there any concern that by saying we're going to reopen in 2 months, it might give people a false sense of security and they might let their guard down thinking, oh, you know what, we're almost at the home plate and things are going to be fine?
Yeah, and Frank, to continue your sports analogy, the governor said, let's not spike the football at the 10-yard line. But listen, it certainly depends who you ask about this decision. Remember, we are likely to face a special recall election in the fall, and many of the recall organizers and opponents to Governor Newsom have said many of these decisions are politically motivated. Others will tell you that based on the supply and as we receive more from the federal government, that perhaps this is just in line with the timeline of getting those vaccines, getting people appointments, and getting those shots in arms. Here's the bottom line. Whatever the reason, we certainly hope this is not the case, but God forbid we see another surge either before this June 15th date or after. Because of it, the political consequences could be potentially huge for the governor.
Greg Lee, live for us tonight. Greg, thank you.